Writing equations to solve word problems. So when we have a word problem with where you want to write an equation, we're going to have the format of the sum of the parts equals the total. So if we add up the different things, that should equal the total. Sum means adding. So let's look at the first one. You buy a pair of pants for $10 and 3 shirts. You spend $55. How much does one shirt cost? Well, we're going to do a let X statement. X is just what are we trying to find? It's what I have underlined. It's the cost of one shirt. Okay? All it is where the question mark is. That's what we're trying to find. In verbal model, in words, what are we buying? We're buying pants plus 3 shirts equals the total that I spend. And now there's all words there. Now, pants are $10. So underneath pants, I write 10 plus 3 shirts. Well, how do I know the cost of 3 shirts? It would be 3 times X plus 3X equals how much did I spend? $55. Then I can solve my equation. And I get 3x equals 45 divided by 3 divided by 3. X equals 15. 15 what? Go back at what your x is. X is the cost of one shirt. So it's $15 for one shirt. So what am I buying? Pants and 3 shirts. Now let's look at another one. The cost of repairing a car is the sum, meaning add, the amount of paid for parts and the amount paid for labor. You paid $78 in parts and $45 for each hour of labor. The total cost was $168. How many hours did it take to repair the car? X is the number of hours. It's exactly what I'm trying to find. So what did I have to pay for? I have to pay for parts plus the labor, right? I have to pay for the parts they use in the car and I have to pay for the person who's working on the car. And my total bill would be made up of parts and labor. Now, how much are parts? $78. So I'm going to write that right under the word parts. Labor, 45 for each hour. Hours are X's, so it's 45X equals my total bill, which is $168. And then from there, I would solve it. I would subtract 78. Okay. And then you get 45X equals 90. Divide by 45. X equals 2. 2 what? X is number of hours, so it's 2 hours of labor. And the last one. Remember, the sum of the parts, if I add the parts together, I should get the total. You make $140 one night as a waiter at Liam McGuire's. You make $119 in tips and get paid $3 per hour. How many hours did you work? Let X is the number of hours that you worked. What do you make to make your money? You make tips plus your hours. Your hourly wage equals the total that you make. Well, I make 140, so that's my total. I can put that over there right away if I want. Tips is $119, so underneath tips I put 119. $3 per hour would be 3x, and then I can solve that equation. So the verbal model is just in words. Do you understand the problem? What two things have to equal the total? And then underneath, tips is 119, hours is 3x, and that is how you solve a word problem.